Alright. Are we good? I think so. One more quick check. Make sure everything's working. Alright, looks like... Oh shit. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay. Alright, so today, oh shit, I'd probably pull up the match. So today, I didn't really get too many offers for matches to look at that, like, I don't know, I really either felt obligated to look at or was really interested in. Keats and Sean, yeah, Keats and Parmesan both sent me a match, but I just reviewed their matches last, so like, and I wasn't too interested in it, so I'll definitely put them on my list to get to at some point later, but for today I wanted to talk about something different. So yeah, so today I guess I'm practicing more of like, trying to mimic more of DeBuzz's approach to analysis, because what I've been doing so far, spending like 3 hours looking at one match, super inefficient. Where is it? Okay. Ally versus Tweak. Okay. So yes, it's been for the most part super inefficient. So, oh geez, let's turn down the volume. It's been for the most part a super inefficient style, and I'm hoping that so with this one I can try and practice a little bit, being a little bit more just like watching the match and talking about what's happening as it's happening instead of going back every 5 seconds. And so for that purpose today, I guess probably not the best to try my first time, but I'm gonna take a look at Ally's neutral and like what he does and whether there's any trends we can find and apply that to normal play. Whether there's any trends we can apply to normal play, and shoot, there's something else I had to say. Oh yeah, well yeah, no, that's pretty much the idea. So for that set, for that specific purpose, I wanted to. I decided to take a look at so as what little homework I did for this session beforehand, I did take a look at so I looked at for Ally versus a sword character. The most recent thing I can find of Ally versus sword characters, because that's the characters Ally just typically struggles against. So I want to see if I can find like one winning and one losing. Fortunately, I didn't really find any recent ones, or at least versus Cloud is what I ended up going, because the first match I found was Ally versus Komura-Kiri, and I looked at that, and we're not going to look at that again because I think the general idea I got out of that, and it really isn't worth looking through the whole thing again, because it was a 3-0, convincing 3-0. And so I guess what the general trend throughout that was, let's see if we can find in this match. What the general trend that I noticed throughout that match was that Ally would dash up, shield, and then like roll back or dash up and pivot to Komura-Kiri. High pace. He would dash up and shield, or dash up and like pivot and like right outside of Komura-Kiri's grounded range, and then Komura-Kiri would almost always jump, which makes sense. A lot of Cloud's strength. Let's see, do we see right here? Okay. See if I can find an example of it. Right there. So a lot of Cloud's strengths come from his aerial game. In terms of his ground game, he's got the option to dash forward and side B, dash attack, of course, down tilt, and jab. Jab doesn't have the best range. Dash attack, side B, and down tilt are all relatively strong options. Not horribly unsafe if you're not ready for them, but ultimately they are unsafe, especially with what Ally's game plan is. So it seems to be that for the most part, Ally's game plan, so the dash up pivot and the dash up shield, he's trying to bait Cloud into jumping and using his aerials. And then what he does, as we saw a few frames a little bit earlier, was with his downer. He calls out a lot of jumps with the downer with back air. And specifically with what this pivot here does. So I think the reason why he goes for all these pivots. Hi everyone. So the reason why he goes for all these pivots, I think, is so at this range, assuming he's not shielding. So let's see if we can get frame before he starts here shielding. So assuming Cloud isn't charging limit, what can Cloud do in this situation? Cloud can dash attack to contest Mario. He can dash grab. I guess even the better situation is when Mario is running at him. So he either stays in place, or if he wants to immediately contest Mario's dash, he's got dash attack, down tilt, run up side B, run up grab. And of course approach with an aerial, which I guess I didn't really consider that option yet. But anyway, once we get to this once we get to this position right here, if Tweak were to commit to an approach, to an attack to stuff Mario dashing in, likely it would have been spaced to where he would have been going, which would have been about right here. And so the fact that he stops right outside that range means that, okay, so if he dash attacks, it might connect, because dash attack pushes Cloud forward. But again, dash attack is unsafe. If Cloud dashes forward in side Bs, which is probably safer horizontal, I guess horizontal dash, well, the safer dash forward hitbox you can throw out, because Mario stops himself right outside the range, assuming Tweak doesn't overshoot, he pivots like this, and then after Tweak dashes forward and whiffs the cross slash, then Ally can jump over and back air. So he's got that covered too. Down tilt, I think the same case as dash attack. It's not really the safest. And then I guess because he crouches low, and because he crouches in the direction away from Cloud, aerials, like, Tweak can't really, Cloud can't really short hop aerial in this case. So, for the most part, this is the safe poke that, well, I guess I use the term poke generally here, but it seems to be that this is like the relatively safe form of pressure Ally likes to apply. He does this, and then he does like dash up shield, because again, down tilt dash attack probably would stuff this, they're just unsafe. So he mixes up between that, and then of course with run up shield, he has the option to roll back and reset position. And with this dash, with run forward pivot, he immediately turns around and dashes back, which resets the position. So essentially, I think what I'm going to be looking for, like the trend I'm sort of going to be looking for here, is I guess the theory that I have from talking, especially with Benson, because I don't know, in terms of Andy, Benson has a very distinct style of trying to hit his opponent. And so from what I've talked with him, the general theory seems to be that when you're trying to hit your opponent, you throw out safe maneuvers, safe forms of applying pressure, and then seeing how your opponent reacts to them. At least that's what Benson sort of, I guess, I don't know if it's a direct quote, but that's what Benson sort of told me he does. That's what my approach has been. Of course, there's a flip side to that, which I might try and talk about later. But yeah, so I guess that's the set of the situation. We're just going to see how this plays out, because in the Komura Kiri set, for the most part, Komura Kiri didn't really adapt to what Ally was doing. Ally just sort of smothered him with back airs and down airs, it seemed. And Komura Kiri kept short hopping. So we'll see what's different. Maybe there's some mix-up going on that I didn't know, but anyway, let's go. So let's go all the way back to the beginning. You see here already, Ally starts going for the down airs to stuff the short hops. And this is the first one, but the second one works to with punish the side B. And then here it's off of that. So I guess, I mean, there he's already putting out the game plan, looking for times they short hops. Because for the most part, I guess when he's next to Cloud, when he gets right next to Cloud, Mario's frame data is better, I guess. And then in addition to jumping, about the only thing Cloud can do to stuff out Mario's short hop down air right next to him is a hard call out rising short hop up air, which isn't safe on shield. So I guess that's his plan of not only calling out the jumps, is getting himself right next to Cloud and then going for the jumps, going for the his anti-airs. And so then Dashes forward, sees the jump, and I guess he's out of spacing where he just goes for the grab. Or he's out of the spacing where Tweak doesn't feel threatened, so he just goes for the grab. Alright, that was just whiff punish. And I also noticed a lot of Smash 4, from at least when I was watching Homework Area, it seems to be the case that a lot of Smash 4 comes from just, well, a lot of the hits don't actually come from neutral, but just from trading disadvantage state. Because, like, right here, Mario's a disadvantage state, he's getting juggled, and he managed to whittle his way through with an air and then converts it into zone punish. And this happens a lot, it seems. With, like, air dodging through pressure, and then you're below your opponent, you convert it into your own juggle. Using combo break options like Nair or Cloud's up air, which leads into your own combos. So I guess that's one thing to know. Although, I don't know how true that is, because I know personally one of my problems as a player is that I try and play too aggressively in disadvantage and connect hits. But I guess that's not really the same thing, because you can still get an advantage out of a well-timed roll or a well-timed air dodge. Or just a well-timed wait, and then someone like shoots above the play, like accidentally mispositions themselves. Anyway, continuing. Ally gets his little juggle. And keeps conversion going. And surprisingly, hold up. Where did his damage even come from? Because I feel like Tweak definitely got him into a disadvantage at one point. Okay, gets the throw. Oh yeah, and jumps to the ledge, and that's why he's above him. There he managed to whittle his way back down, and then converts him into his follow-up. And so here we see it again happen, that in getting out disadvantage, either Ally misjudges or or Tweak mixes up whether or not he crosses up or not and catches his Ally off guard, but he like drifts back with the back air and now has Mario cornered. So he retreats with an aerial. Ally dashes back, but at the same time, this dash back is weird. I guess he's looking for a whiff punish, which he doesn't get. But okay, I mean, he's obviously not going to short hop because, or I guess not obviously, but most likely doesn't really want to short hop because he's already been punished for that a few times. So he dashes back, and then so does Ally, and he, again with the pivot, what we're talking about here, he doesn't really get the follow-up off of it, but there's the pivot outspaces the side B. He could have just probably gone for a short hop back here using Mario's pretty solid drift, but that's beside the point. He just messes up the follow-up, or he reads the dash in, which I guess that F smash might have killed. I don't know. Anyway, whereas he panics, I guess, and air dodges, spot dodges. So I guess what information do we have about, well, I guess we're focusing on Ally's disadvantage mainly here. I mean, Ally is neutral, so what information do we have? So, I mean, first off, I guess one other thing to note is that a lot of the times when Tweak is in close quarters with Mario, he just dashes back, which he can sort of freely do because he's faster than Mario. So I guess about the only thing Mario can do is really just dash forward to meet Cloud dashing back and just take stage. So yeah, I guess that's sort of the idea. Not entirely, but I don't know if he really wants this situation right here, but okay. Anyway, he gets punished for his spot dodge, up airs, and then again gets a hit at a disadvantage. Interesting choice to fall down with the nair there. Kind of works out because he flubs, but not really. Because Tweak converts. Okay, Tweak's got him at the ledge. Mario makes it back on, which is interesting because I've been told Tweak's ledge trapping game is really good. I guess he just, I don't know. So there goes for another call out on the. Tweak's been doing a pretty good job, I think, of restricting his short hops in neutral. And I guess with this one, it's an interesting spacing from Ally because I feel like that just straight up predicts dash forward, but because like he misspaces I mean, he doesn't space this properly. I guess he doesn't end up getting hit for this, but he very closely could have, and I don't see what this really would have covered because that looks like a. Okay, maybe it is just a partial drift from Cloud because Cloud's got pretty good aerial mobility. I don't know about normally actually, so if this was a full drift, I don't know. That's an interesting back air. Because about the only thing you stuff is a jump in, which I don't think Tweak or really any Cloud really wants to do versus Mario, because you might as well just run away and charge limit. So this misses, and I think this is actually a pretty good adaptation from. Like, this is a real. I don't know if this is. I mean, this probably is, considering Ally's pretty darn good at this game. An adaptation from the situation earlier where he got punished for the spot dodge. Immediately the next time he's in a close range panic situation where he's sort of stuck in shield with his back facing Como, and Como jumps, and the moment he recognizes that, I don't know if he even had time to react to the short hop. Well, let's check. Clyde probably has a 4 or 5 frame jump squat. Not that that really matters too much, the frame difference. Where's Cloud? Short hop. Cloud short hop fast fall is 26 frames, and his short hop is 37. Half of 26 is going to be 13. Well, I guess half of 37, we'll just round that down to 36. So half of 36 is going to be 18. And half of 18 is going to be 9. 18 plus 9 is going to be 27. So we'll say it takes about 18 frames for him to rise. So I guess you can react to that, but not exactly fast. So he had an inkling there that Cloud was going to jump, probably. So I guess, I don't know. It was I guess Ally might have been looking for that same habit. He had already caught on or something, and this is just a smart adaptation from Ally. Just straight up go for the option that counters that. I think this is also smart on Tweak because like the moment he saw, he jumped, and then didn't see a spot dodge. Oh shoot! So he jumped and then really didn't see a spot dodge anytime soon because like at this point, if he's trying to punish the spot dodge, Mario would have to like spot dodge like right now. And I feel like the moment he doesn't see that, he immediately just double jumps away because they're like, okay, Mario has a lot of good anti-airs in this position, so if he's not spot dodging, he's probably going to do something else that's scary. So I don't know, that was kind of good. So I guess that's another thing that like I don't know. It's just one of the fun seems to be one of the basic rules of neutral. Like it's not something you can practice by yourself too easily. You just have to catch habits and like bend your game plan. Yeah, you have to adjust your habits to take that into account very quickly. Because this right here was like between him getting punished. Okay, so let's see, what time does he get punished at? At about 109. I mean, he probably just considers that immediately right there. It's like, okay, next time in that situation, I'm gonna up smash. Because then, I doubt he's, I don't know, it's probably just a habit built out. That's another thing to note about playing neutral and just beating options in general. It would be really hard to react to, yeah, the rise. I think he just I like just imagine, like probably just read it, considering the last time he was in a close range situation like that, where he was stuck in some sort of lag. Let's go back to the short hop or the okay. So last time he was in that situation, again, Cloud jumped and then he spot dodged. So let's see where do we get there. So spaces, F smashes, and then okay, so he immediately spot dodges and Tweak immediately jumps. So he basically, it seems to be that he uses that knowledge the next time he's in that situation. Where's that at? It's here. Next time he's in that situation, and just assumes that, because like he whiffed the back air here, and I guess this is why he up smashes because he whiffed the back air. Because the other case was the whiffing the F smash, and so this is a somewhat similar situation, and he just assumes that. Sorry, hair on my glasses. Can't see with that shit. Oh jeez, that's not good. Sorry. So I guess what Ally just straight up with his up smash, yeah, definitely not reaction. I think he's just reading the short hop and the short hop to whiff punish Mario. And to whiff punish Mario's spot dodge and just up smashes because that's the exact counter and also relatively safe considering. Very unlikely that because like in this position right here, granted, this position right here, Cloud does not want to be here, even if Mario is shielding or not, because what Mario can do to just straight up hit Cloud, just turn around and grab, and that's like, granted, Cloud's 135. Yeah, I think in this position right here, Cloud just wants to get away, and short hop is an okay option. You get up smashed, but it avoids grab and maybe an F smash, which I guess F smash wouldn't be too likely in this situation. It also gets hit by back air. And back air and up smash definitely are two very scary like options in this situation. But I think maybe he just assumed that he'd be able to, yeah, because he jumps really fast. So he assumes that Mario's still going to be in lag. Okay, so he's like, okay, I'm not going to get up smash, I'm not going to get back air in the situation because Mario's still in lag. I don't want to be close to Mario though, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to short hop. If he spot dodges, I can react and fall in up air. If he doesn't do that immediately, then I just jump away. So yeah. Yeah, it just comes down to knowledge of how to beat certain, like having the answer to certain things. I guess one thing, and there's like one thread on Twitter where Miss sort of called out all of Indy. And one of the things Miss brought up is that a lot of us apparently don't look for, I mean, we only look for one answer for situations. And I've seen that definitely in like Armada's like top 5 tips for improving or whatever video too. It's like a lot of people look for a single option to beat another option. Instead, you should look for all of them. So I guess I don't know. That's one thing we'll see if we can find happening in this set too. So anyway, that was a pretty cool exchange. And then again, just immediately converting. Surprised that backer didn't come out. I mean, Tweak's good at this game. I seriously doubt it was misspaced. Evidently it was, though. And now it just punishes with grab. There we go, conversion, air dodges. That was interesting. I wonder if back air covers ledge. Hold up. I'm curious. Because that's kind of cool if it does. Mario hitbox visualization. I think it's just a YouTube video for this. Yeah. Let's look at Mario's back air. Oh, he's already jumping. Did I miss it? Oh, it's Nair. It is up smash. Nair. Down air. It's huge. Is he not gonna show us backer? Bruh. Give me backer. I want my backer. Bruh, Sky Sheriff doesn't include but Mario's backer. Darn. Let's see if we have this here. No. This makes me sad. I guess one thing we could check. Hi, Tatsumi. I guess one thing we could check is to see if the Mario Discord has a link to any of that sort of thing. Shoot, I'm not even in the Mario Discord. Right, but like, I mean, it's not just picking the magic option, but you have to know what, I mean, the main point here is you have to have multiple answers to this situation, because like, yeah, that up smash there works, but like, okay, so Cloud can, so the idea with the up smash is, okay, last time he short hopped to cover spot dodge and potentially escape. Oh yeah, last time he short hopped to cover spot dodge. This time he's short hopping to cover spot dodge and potentially escape. And the up smash. The up smash covers that spot, that jump pretty well. But like, of course, what Cloud can also do, especially in like another situation like this, that if Cloud encounters again, is just stay in shield, or maybe like perfect pivot back and then re-shield. Then if Mario up smashes or spot dodges that are like or just perfect pivot back in general, Mario up smashes or spot dodges and like in the pressure situation, Cloud can then just like just punish with the dash attack. So I guess it's one of the examples where I don't know, because like let's see what happens next time we find both players in sort of like next time we find ally in a situation where he's getting whiff punished. Hold up, why is this bar not going away? Let's see what happens next time we find ally in a situation where he's getting whiff punished, and whether like how Tweak adapts to that. Because judging by how fast that adaptation was, Tweak's probably gonna notice. I mean, yeah. So I guess we don't know if Mario's backer covers the ledge. I wouldn't be surprised. It's pretty big. And like Fox's down air isn't huge below him vertically, at least the multi-hit part of it isn't. So I'd imagine it probably does cover ledge, which is an interesting ledge strat. Because in this situation right here, you don't really want to do anything here because Mario can cover jump. Mario can cover roll. Mario can cover neutral get up and get up attack from this row opposition right here. Maybe not get up attack it, but you can't really react to the jump if you're going to get up attack. You have to do it on like reading the jump. And even then, he can probably just cape and then follow an aerial. So I don't know. This is an interesting ledge trap because Tweak really doesn't want to do anything here since Mario's in such a good position to punish everything. And because Tweak's at high percent, his ledge invisibility is going to be decreased in time. So like this falling back, it's actually really smart. But it doesn't work out. He gets up aired. And what? And then he falls with another back air, and this time Tweak just reacts in side Bs. Or it's just, I don't know. Do you really have time to see that? I think it's just like, okay, the way Mario is falling, he's drifting towards me. I don't know. I don't know if that's really a reaction. How far did he dash forward? No, he just does it immediately. He definitely didn't react to that. I think he's just like, It's interesting as to why that worked. Might have just been a straight up read that he thought Ally didn't think he'd have a limit charged in time. I don't know. Anyway, blasts off. And then he just meets him with a back air. That was a good double jump because, like, I don't know. Like, right now, I mean, Cloud doesn't want to be anywhere near Mario, and Mario's falling right now. And I guess there's the addition that... I guess there's the additional idea that Tweak hasn't... Like, okay, Tweak's defensive options have been mostly just dash back and jump. And he doesn't have any space to dash back. And, like, Tweak's never shown any, like, signs of, like, doing, like, a very... I don't know, cornered, like a very aggressive option in the corner. Like, I guess in general hasn't shown doing very aggressive options, as well as the fact that he's jumped a lot. So this is I guess it's a smart decision from Ally. And then also he has invincibility, so if he guesses wrong, he just falls through the platform. He can't get hit. And then, ooh. Oof, this is a very oof moment. That was unfortunate. Because he was reading an escape. Although I feel like in this position where Mario is this close to you, you don't just drop shield and run. I feel like in this situation you roll, especially once you see he's committed to the dash. So I don't know if I actually really like the idea of the pivot grab, but I might be missing something here. Or he just assumed he'd be able to actually push himself through and pivot grab Tweak, which, I mean, looks like it should have worked, but it didn't. Gets thrown off stage, air dodges through. Nice frame trap. This up smash was interesting, to say the least. I mean, it's it's not really safe. Somewhat safe if Tweak does anything. Okay, so the last time they were in this situation, Ally went for the pivot grab, which almost worked, but it didn't. So I guess the idea is, okay, I went for that, and this time I'm going to do the exact same that beats the options that beats that beats not getting grabbed, namely jump. And granted, I don't know if this is really space to hit a jump. Maybe. No, probably not. But definitely like roll and dash in. This up smash probably would have gotten. So, hello. So I guess I was smart, but it didn't really work out. Ends up clanking, so he stays safe though. So he just goes to the back air, hoping that Tweak jumps out, but Tweak's already on it. And then again, the dash, the turnaround, the pivot with punish. So you get stock off of this. Yeah, there we go. Again, the pivots, this time actually dashing in and shielding. I guess the reasoning being that last time he was doing that, Tweak just stayed in shield. More like covering his landing with the up smash or what? Now the up, because he was grounded when he went for the up smash. So yeah, he was looking for either a dash in, a roll in, or a jump towards him. Which I guess the jump towards him was unlikely, but the dash in or roll in made sense considering the last thing he went for was especially the rolling, considering the last thing he went for was a grab in that situation. Anyway, what was it here? But yeah, since the last time he approached Tweak, he went for the back air and didn't get it and just hit shield. Which, I guess that shield was also something, you know, a smart idea from Tweak when he was in the corner. Just the whole shield, because Ally has definitely noticed that, or is it like at this point right here? Ally has definitely noticed that, Tweak has definitely noticed that Ally is looking to call him out on his jumps. Probably knows it from doing his own research beforehand, maybe. I don't know. But, at the very least, he has been given the information in this game that Ally is looking for the short hops. So, just standing in shield is something he hasn't done too much this game. And so I guess in that sense, that was also another smart reason to just sit there and shield. Or throw out the side B. playing a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Or, I don't know, not really. Standing there and shield isn't really too aggressive, but playing less scared so that ally plays a little, doesn't play quite as aggressive, giving ally a reason not to play quite as aggressive as he has been. Anyway, where were we? So there's down air and stuff. Huh. So again, we're in that, except, no, yeah, this is definitely, well, this is a little bit of a different whiff punish. No, this is pretty much the same whiff punish situation. Because Tweak sees that Mario's falling, sees that he can't react in time. Mario lands and he jumps, and again, we're in the same situation. And this time, Tweak short hops again, and Mario down here. So this time it actually works out. The same idea with what the up smash was. Interesting that Tweak goes for that short hop again, because that up smash was definitely a sign that ally had an idea of what was going on. Either Tweak didn't Tweak didn't think it was a threat because he was hoping ally would go for an up smash again. That would again not work. Or it's a mix-up on the fact that ally has been doing the has been avoiding doing the same thing twice throughout this game. And so ally short hopping twice in a row after the first situation was already a sort of like, yeah, this probably should have worked. And so I guess a mix-up of the no mix-up. Then again, it could be ally calling out on the habit. And Swift punishes with the grab and just charges limit. Side note, but I feel like, I don't know. I wonder if up throw or forward, well, I don't know where forward throw, well, forward throw is the ones where he kicked you, right? I wonder if up throw or forward throw would have been better in this situation. I don't know, though. So he just throws him in the corner, back to neutral. Again, this time without, well, no, again with the, oh, wait, no, this is the situation we were in earlier. So, instead of calling out the jump, because he just called it out, this time instead of looking for a jump, granted it's not entirely the same situation, he just runs in his shield, and if there's anything similar to the corner situation we were in, that would work out well, because the last two times Tweak has been in the corner like that, Tweak has just waited. Or thrown out an aggressive option, which shield beats. Tweak just jumps away and nairs, though. How's this jab connect? Just whiff punishes. So this was an interesting jump. Oh, he was trying to whiff punish. Okay, so just missed the whiff punish on the back air. And he gets punished because being next to Cloud in the air is like awful. That's another thing I think that's important about neutral is figuring out what situations you like and don't like. In case you haven't noticed already, if you don't have a disjoint, you don't want to be next to Cloud. Especially in the air. Well, if you don't have a disjoint, you don't want to be next to Cloud in the air. Grand game is a little bit different. Okay. Falls through with the down air miraculously there. Again goes for the whiff punish on the nair. Doesn't get punished this time. Because Tweak just perfect pivot back and tries perfect pivots back and tries to react to something. And this time Tweak, okay, that's new. Tweak decides to just straight up run forward. I guess, what's the intention here? Where's the spacing of the last time they could have reacted? So I guess the idea is maybe Mario goes for another short hop call out. Well, the last time they were in that situation, what has Tweak done so far? He short hopped in that situation and just like empty short hopped, and he's gone for like short hop back airs in that situation, and then he's also done like the delayed short hop nair. And I guess with this full hop, well, okay, no, there's the perfect pivot first. So I guess with this situation, he's hoping to space around and call it. No, because he delays the aerial. Okay, no, maybe Hello? Oh, geez. Maybe what he's trying to do is... Oh, shoot. We got a little bit off. I guess wait and see if Mario does short hop and then just whiff punish with a Nair. Position himself to do that. Mario doesn't, though. And he definitely doesn't really want to land on Cloud, especially when Cloud hasn't committed to an area. He doesn't want to be, like, directly under... Well, he can't really get directly under Cloud, so the best he can do is, like, sort of under and next to Cloud. Which, with Cloud's option of up air and Nair, isn't exactly going to be the best situation. So he just aborts and runs on reaction. So I guess that makes sense with the perfect pivot back and then jump. Just hoping that he can bait. Like, hoping that habit is, I guess, ingrained in Ally's mind that he does it again and then he could whiff punish. Although I feel like, I'm not sure if the Nair in that situation really would have led to, well, maybe. Okay, if he drifts the right way and hits the right way, then probably. Anyway, Mario tries to land, pivot grab the landing. Flood is good because it just pushes Cloud into a disadvantage for pretty much free. That is with punish. Mario thinking, I mean, Ally thinking he could follow that up. Okay, Ally's at the ledge. It's on disadvantage. Returns to neutral. Okay, now it's different. It's a situation we haven't really been in too often. Cloud has a limit. So I guess what does this change? Cloud's faster. So the spacing at which Mario does the pivot is like not really further away. Oh, I guess he sees him jumping. No? I guess the idea is Cloud's faster. Well, maybe. Maybe the idea is that because Cloud's faster, he's thinking that Tweak might feel like he's able to punish Ally for going for his like pivots and run up shields, and so he just goes for the back there to stuff out like a dash grab. Or I guess I would have lost to a dash attack, but I mean Mario's at 90. I don't know. Tweak hasn't shown a dash attack yet, but dash attack is definitely a good option in this situation, considering it does. Okay, it's not going to kill, and maybe Tweak would rather save it for a situation where it'd kill, but it'd definitely put Mario into a disadvantaged state. But I guess there's safer options of doing that, and back air covers everything that is dash attack. I don't know how well good of an anti-air side B is, so maybe not side B. But I think if Tweak were to space for the side B in the situation, for the back air in the situation with side B, it wouldn't have covered if Ally just pivoted or run or shielded. So I guess he's really looking stuff out of grab. And if like Tweak down tilts or aerials, most likely he gets back aired if he runs forward. If he down tilts, then they just move around each other and it's back to a neutral state. Hold up, okay. Tries to follow up with the fireball, doesn't really get anything off of that. Granted, the downer is pretty much safe. Well, not safe, but he hasn't crossed that mix-up, so he crosses it up and then goes to the back air with punish. No jab. Return to neutral state. Okay. So this is a really quick reaction again adaptation again from Tweak. He just punishes the same thing Mario went for last time, and with the down air, which is a very easy punish, even if Ally mixes up the timing. Down air is active for so long that it works out. Now he has him at the ledge. Nairs him off. Again, the whole thing about turning disadvantage into advantage. Again, we're in neutral. So now it's just dashing forward and rolling back at a very safe spacing. Interesting choice. What does Ally go for here? Oh, okay, so Ally goes for the short hop. Huh. It seems like he reads because like it looks like here what Tweak does is he fakes as if he's going to the platform, and then falls through and back airs. And Ally definitely read that, but it didn't matter. Oh, he went for an up air. I guess fast fall is something Tweak has to do if he wants to make it through that platform there. Or the up air. Okay, maybe the up air is like. Maybe the up air is just a miscalculation. I mean, because he does get hit by it, so something went wrong. It's probably a miscalculation, thinking, okay, I cover up air and if he goes to the platform, because like in this case situation, I don't know if Tweak can shield drop, but if Mario back airs, Tweak can probably react and shield drop Nair or down air. I mean, narrow, like, up air. So I don't know. But, like, he had the read there, but back air probably would have been the call. Or I guess he just mistimed the jump in general. Because by the time the up air comes out, up air is like frame 4 or something, and back air is like frame 6. So I don't think it would have worked out. That's not right. There we go. Mario, up air, it's frame 4, back air is frame 6. Go. Let's go guessing right the first time. So yeah, just lay on the read, I guess. Oh jeez. Okay, so he's off stage. Does he get a kill off of this? Okay, just reads the neutral gut of an upbees. Ooh. I appreciate this. We haven't really been paying attention to Ali's options at ledge because those aren't really the main focus here, but I appreciate this. Just look at this. Oof. Oof. Where's the sparks? Where's the red sparks? Where's our red sparks? There we go. Boom. Oh, so cool. That was pretty. Okay, so he takes game 1. And I guess the main part was a lot of the neutral. Okay, so ignoring the parts where it's just like not recognizing that he couldn't follow up certain things, I feel like a lot of the neutral exchanges Ally lost were because he just mistimed, or just I guess yeah, he just mistimed the punish. He tried to up smash the short hop, but like was a little bit late on that, so Tweak had enough time to get away. He tried to back air, or I guess up air the fake out double jump to the platform, and instead he got back aired because he mistimed it and died for it. But I think one general trend that we do notice is that important part of neutral is adapting to your opponent as quickly as you possibly can. There are a lot of situations in this game where Ally did something once in one situation, and the next or like Tweak did something once in one situation, and the next time they were in that situation, Ally did the answer to what Tweak did last time. So I think honestly that's probably the biggest thing. Well, yeah. I don't know, but I feel like that's probably one of the biggest things, like at the lowest level you can probably do to work on your neutral, and I feel like that's something I need to do too. Is just the moment you're in a situation, your opponent does something, remember that next time you're in that similar situation, apply the proper punish. Because I mean, like the counter to that is to like think 2 steps ahead of your opponent, and just every time a situation happens, the next time you're in that situation, do the answer to the answer. But that's a lot harder. So I feel like at the lowest level of play, like where we're at. Just straight up punish, like adapting, like noticing what your opponent does and having the answer for it next time is like a huge, like a huge strength when it comes to neutral. Let's see. Let's see what other notes do I have. Things I want to discuss, or just keep going with the set. All right. So I guess one thing we could consider is exactly how Cloud responds to the dash. Well, we've already sort of been over that. The pivots and the shields. It just Cloud runs up and overshoots a grab. Probably there's a spacing where you can cover both the pivot and the shield, but of course, with both the shield, he can either roll back or spot dodge and whiff punish, or just grab to intercept the Cloud, because Cloud does sort of have to overshoot if he wants to cover the pivot. And with the pivot, he just short hop back, rising back airs to stuff out the grab, which isn't exactly the safest though, but you can also like short hop down air, which is pretty safe. Alternatively, of course, there's a side B, which isn't exactly safe on shield though, and probably has again probably loses to grab if he tries to space to cover both shield and side B. So I guess that mix-up is there, but of course, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's very fun for Cloud dealing with that. So I don't, what else would Cloud do to counter that? I guess it's just not play Charge Limit, which works out kind of well, and probably it's part of the reason we won the last game. Also, can we talk about the Phoenix Born Rivals jerseys? Look at this. Clean jerseys. I mean, Cloud9 jacket's sick too. I'm so sad I didn't get a Shine jersey, because those things were actually amazing and would have worked so great because I main Fox. If anyone still has any leftover Shine jerseys, hit me up. Okay, game 2. Try and go through this a little bit faster. We spent, oh gosh, I spent a whole hour. Okay, maybe not, probably not a whole hour. I don't know when I started streaming. Let's see what OBS says. We have been going for, okay, let's say I rambled on for like 5 to 10 minutes at the beginning, so we got going on for 45, somewhere between like 40 and 45 minutes. We've been talking about a single game. Fun times. I need to get faster at this. Anyway. Hold up. Alright. Continuing. Game 2. So I guess what Ally is going to do differently, it's probably, I mean, like, he seems like he had the right idea. It was just a matter of timing his reads right. Yeah, he gets pushed off stage. Calls out the dash back with the down air. Which, okay, now that's actually smart, because a lot of the times, because, like, the 2 times Cloud, Tweak has dashed back, like, done a retreating motion, he's either, or at least the 2 times I can remember at least, he did the perfect pivot back and wait, which this troll hop down air would have beaten because he wouldn't have reacted in time, or he did the dash back and then dash back in, both of which this down air covered, so, again, there's just adapting to the situation your opponent was in. Short hop and retreat, I guess? This is interesting that he was ready for this roll. I guess the moment he was in the air... Okay, the moment you're in the air here with your back facing Cloud, Cloud can land with a down air with an up air for free. Because landing up air is only unsafe on shield if Cloud lands it in front of someone with like a frame 6. I don't know if frame 7 grabs work, but definitely frame 6 grabs will be able to punish it if Cloud lands right in front of him. But the moment you give Cloud the opportunity to cross you with up air, you lose. So I think that might just be a read on Tweak's part, but I feel like he doesn't have too much of a reason to go for it yet, but it might just be like a habit thing that a lot of Marios and characters in general do, is like, once Cloud's behind their shield, they just roll away because they don't want to deal with the up air / tomahawk mix up. Okay, so he gets grabbed. Up throw falls on up airs, which is kind of cool. Okay, so again we return to the neutral, and this time he again goes for the run-up shield. Curious what triggers that. Because it's not like the last call he went for worked out. Didn't work out, because he got the down air. And the shield, I guess the shield goes neutral with jump. If Cloud jumps away, then Mario's like, that's fine. Because like Cloud can't exactly get back down in time to punish, especially in the case with this full hop. But it seems like there's something going on here, because both times that's happened so far where Mario's done the run-up shield, Cloud is full hopped away and then landed back, then got like nared. Although nair in the last situation was different because that was sort of like a whiff punish nair, and this one was, I guess this one was like trying to stuff out Mario's jump before it happens, and also, oh yeah, that's a super safe nair. Okay, so that's just, I don't know, landing with a hitbox because it's super safe, might as well. But again, why does he run up and shield here? Let's see. Tweak has definitely side beat in this situation before. He is short hopped in this situation before. There's the potential of dashing back, which is very safe. It doesn't really give up anything in this situation. Mario can't exactly punish that. I guess it gives up stage, but that's very little cost. What else has Tweak done here? I think it's really just those 2 things. Yeah, because Tweak hasn't really dashed. I feel, I don't remember. I mean, you have to go through the whole game again, which I don't think is really worth it at this point, but I feel like the only grabs Tweak went for last game were just whiff punishes. Well, okay. The only grabs Tweak went for last game were whiff punishes, so if Tweak's not going for a grab, shield literally beats everything. Okay, so that's why the dash up shields make sense. Especially after the hard call out from last time, he goes for a safer option this time to get an idea of how Tweak responded to the hard call out. Granted, really the hard call out wasn't too noticeable because it didn't lead too much. Anyway, falls with a nair, very safe. And yeah, we're in a neutral situation. This time Ally just dashes and then in and dashes back, I guess, looking for, because he still really hasn't gotten too good of a read of what Tweak does in the corner, or at least he hasn't successfully capitalized off of it. So that's just, I guess he recognized that and just like, okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more passive when I am in the corner and just see what he does. And so Tweak jumps out and back airs, which is interesting. When is that active? Boom. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think that would have covered short hop. Might have just been an accidental input, and he meant to short hop back here. Or just, I guess rising back here is safer, especially with the smashable platform. Does he go to it? No. But I guess that's because Ally misses the aerial, so he just reacts. But it might have been just because, like, okay, this back air is, like, really hard to punish, and with the smashable platform right there, if I choose to, I can just drift back. So I guess that's Tweak's reasoning, maybe. Which I guess is a good choice, because in this situation where... So, A, that option is pretty safe. And B, in this situation, like, where, Ally doesn't really have a read on Tweak, so he's going for a more patient option here. Because Tweak does this very situational option here that sort of only works really well with the Smashville platform, Ally doesn't really get any information out of this that he can use regularly, because again, it's situational. And in this situation, normally on any other stage, this wouldn't work too well, because he either gets the platform is really close to Mario, and Mario can cover Cloud's landing after the back air, or there's no platform anyway, so there's like I feel like in almost any other situation, in this in the corner, Tweak's not going to want to go for this back air. So this is a good call, because then, yeah, Ally doesn't get any information. Tweak is definitely, he's probably noticed from last game that Ally hasn't exactly been playing him in the corner very well. So just continue, choosing, I don't know, choosing a situational option is a good idea when your opponent doesn't have you figured out yet. Like a situationally safe option, I guess. That sounds awkward, but I'm going to write that down because I feel like that's an idea worth remembering. Choosing situational option is strong when an opponent doesn't have the situation figured out. Okay. Continuing. Hold up, actually check something real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, continue. So that backer is cool. Whiff punishes the missed space. Again, Ally with the missed spaces. Because, okay, I don't know if the smashable platform is actually the case, because he drifts forward here, which is really awkward. I don't know. It might have just been a flop on the drop, or is the idea with the smashable platform hoping Ally would recognize that? Because I guess good players are probably always going to be aware of what the smashable platform is. Especially a character like Mario that has to deal with camping a lot. So maybe he was just banking on banking that Ally would be expecting that and then drifts forward with it, which then Ally misspaces that up air. Okay, up air. Oh, that up air is trying to stop a double jump out. But that doesn't happen. Can you react to the back air though? Okay, maybe the back air was, let's see, when was he able to act? Okay, yeah. So I guess he couldn't exactly time the whiff punish, maybe. Oh, I feel like you're just reacting back here. Let's see how long, let's see how long, that's not right. Let's see how long Cloud's back air lasts, or at least, yeah, the whole move. Back air 42. I feel like Ally could have just reacted in back air. He had plenty of time. Interesting. I guess he did lose a lot of exchanges last game because he was off on his timing of when to like I either tried to extend combos that he didn't have enough time to overextend or like mistimed other punishes. So I guess in that sense, maybe he might not be confident with punishing the back air, but he definitely could have. So I don't know. Anyway, turns into his own juggle. Air dodges up B. Nice. We really haven't encountered this situation yet, so I guess the downer makes sense. If Mario does, like literally the only thing Mario can really do to punish this, I feel like, is run up and power shield it after it happens. But just weak react to him jumping. Well, we react to him running towards him. So I feel like he can react. So in this situation where he notices Mario is running towards him, he goes for the short hop downer. Mario jumps towards him, downer wins. If Mario keeps running forward, he can probably react to downer not hitting and then drift forward. And since Mario is already committed to the run forward, he just drifts back in and he's safe. Alternatively, I mean, if he keeps drifting back and Mario keeps running forward, literally the only way that Mario's going to punish that. I don't know about up smash, but the only like universal way any character is going to punish that is to react and like power shield, which I guess with practice probably is the hardest timing. But he definitely had the option of definitely just reacting and then drifting back into center stage, which Mario, since he was already committed to a dash, would take a while to reach. So anyway, that was good down there then. Alright, is that just catching a failed tomahawk? Good spacing on Ally's part of not moving forward quite as far as Tweak expected. Rolls out, again goes for the back air. I guess because Tweak has still been jumping a lot. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, because like the one time the one time Ally dashed forward and shielded, and the one time he had him in the corner, he just dashed forward, dashed back. Both times Tweak jumped, so I guess that makes sense. Tweak just shields this time and punishes the Nair. Catches, I guess this is catching with the drift back. I guess in this situation, Tweak read the drift back, but Ally kept drifting forward, and Tweak was sort of stuck in his dash, so he couldn't really get there in time to punish. Especially with that wonderful, nice auto-cancel air dodge. Anyway, so now we're back to neutral. Now Tweak goes for the grab, which is interesting. Because, I don't know if he really has it, like, he might have been aware that he spent the last game not grabbing, maybe. I mean, he's a good player, maybe. So I guess now he throws out the grab. Now he's like, hey, you can't just run around and shield for free. But he's already done the tomahawk grab. So I guess that's what he's trying to get that in Ally's mind now. Is like, you can't... Maybe the intention is with the grabs to get Ally to go back to his game of just doing his pivots. Because maybe Tweak doesn't have an answer to it yet, and he's trying to figure that out. Maybe. Super maybe. But I don't know. It's a cool idea. It'd be cool if I'm right. Anyway, what happened there? Okay, so back air and then hoping... I guess Ally's hoping that Tweak does a dash back and then dash forward with punish. But, let's see, he misses the grab. And then he immediately jumps back. Oh, maybe Ally was hoping that he would drift forward, but Tweak doesn't really have much of a reason to. So I don't know. Maybe he might have also been looking for a drift in there. Even more grabs. And people are spamming grabs right now. And rolls. Ally's rolled twice this game, and you're like, well, okay. He's rolled twice this game in close quarters situations, so he never did it once the last two. Okay. What happened? Okay, I need to pay attention to this. So he falls through. This is the grab, and then tries to dash up, grab with the whiff punish, and then calls out the... Okay. I guess that makes sense. Tweak isn't gonna grab again because like, he just spent like the last like 2 seconds of like 2 interactions in neutral grabbing. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna do the run up. Like, I mean, he gives Tweak the pivot, which is fine. Oh, look at that spacing. That's actually sick. Mario's pivot is super cool. But he does the same idea again, just like run up. I mean, at this point, Tweak's probably. This is a stretch, but maybe he's expecting Tweak is expecting him to shield because Tweak's grabbed so much the last 2 interactions, so he's probably not going to do it a 3rd time. And so he does the pivot because he didn't need to commit to the shield, and then because Tweak thinks Mario Ally's going to shield, he does the short hop nair, which he's done every other time Ally has shielded, which just like exchanges neutral with shield. Or I guess if he thinks he's going to shield, he just grabs again. But grabs, I guess, riskier in this situation. Especially since he's whiffed so many grabs. A safer option is probably better just to feel out Ally further. And then Ally, I guess... I don't know, there's a lot of levels to this, so I'm not sure if this is really a straight-up prediction. But he goes for the up air. Then to catch that nair. Or... Oh, that's just a reaction, probably. Pivots. And then, yeah. That might just be a reaction. Just sees him jumping and just like, okay. Catch this up air. Misspaces the back air again. Ally, what are you doing? Again, misspaces the back air. Shoot, I sort of zoned out for like the last 5 seconds of play. Where's the misspace back there? There it was. Okay. And he gets... Dashes it up, shields. I guess, yeah, that's another thing. Ally really hasn't been holding shield too much, so that back air is smart. Because it just punishes him on dropping the shield. Granted, there's really no reason to... In this situation, there's really no reason to drop shield. At least so it looks. Because, like, okay, you're somewhat close to Cloud in the air. And Cloud is a limit, so he's going to be able to drift all over the place. And you're somewhat close to Cloud in the air, and you're not directly next, like on top of him, so you sort of forced to shield. I don't know why you unshield. Maybe he just called out a roll. Wait, hold up. Let's see if we can catch this. I don't know. That's really weird that maybe he just didn't think that Tweak would drift that far in, or that he could. I mean, you know, he probably knew that he could, but I guess he just assumed he wouldn't. But I feel like it's just like standard, like at this space, Tweak has no reason not to poke Ally shield. Because like roll isn't gonna lead to a punish on this back air. If Mario rolls, it just does. Tweak just does back air and then turn around jab, or like back air F tilt. And the cover catches that. I don't know what this drop shield is. Maybe just didn't expect Tweak to play so aggressive. But I feel like once you have Limit Cloud, you should expect better aggression because you're just faster, so you can do it better. Yeah, he gets back on stage, and then more pivots. Again, tries to call out the jump with the back air. Misspaces it again. Runs forward and shields, and this time Tweak fairs, which he really doesn't lose anything for, and he's like done once last game, so that makes sense. And again, like another option to feel out Ally. Hold up. Where's the fair? There it is. Okay, so he dashes back in, back to neutral, feeling each other out. Takes a moment to charge Flood because Tweak hasn't been playing too aggressively. So he punishes the back air, misses the whiff punish, and then gets whiff punished himself. Knocks Ally off stage. Nice up smash. Has in the corner. The Lich Trap God. Interesting down air. No clue what that was. Might have been a flubbed up air. Might have been like reaching for the C stick and actually whacked it while his thumb was going past it to flick it up again. And then Mario, and then Ally catches him on the jump. I feel like this is a panic from Tweak's part, because again, Tweak knows that Ally isn't holding shield for long. Especially since he got that one back air poke. Like, Ally isn't going to hold shield for very long. He's going to do it for a little bit, but then, like, once he realizes that once he realizes that the opponent is shielding 2, maybe. Or that the opponent's in a panic situation on their own, he's going to go ahead and act and drop shield. So I don't know. I don't know why else Tweak would jump. I mean, jumping is safe jumping is really safe if Ally doesn't do anything, but I feel like at this point you should expect Ally to do something after he's already shielded. He's not gonna, like, I don't know, he's not gonna hold shield for a long time. So that was a good walk. Catches his landing. Not really much Tweak could have done there. And reads air dodge up smash. Okay. How many? We took 25 minutes on one stock. Jeez. So much for analyzing more efficiently. Interesting that the spot dodge missed. I wonder why he spot dodges, because, like, I don't know what exactly spot dodge beats that Tweak's been doing a lot. Maybe side B, but Tweak just side B. Oh, okay. So you know from the grabs that he's doing things like, I mean, he did for the grabs at least in a pair. So maybe he's hoping he does the side B in a pair, because the spot dodge definitely beats the side B, but it definitely, I mean, it loses to up air, except in this situation for some reason. Nair it exchanges even with. And Tweak's still going for the short hop, so I don't really fully understand the spot dodge. Might have just been a panic. Oh, and also we were in this situation where it was like right next to it. It was like, oh god. Although I feel like Ally's a good enough player to accept that he's going to get grabbed, so he wins spot dodge, but that works out. He still gets grabbed, though. Cloud's Nair is busted for ledge trapping. Reacting to neutral get up. Interesting back throw. Cloud doesn't have very good forward throws. And then spacing with aerials again. So I'm Ally holding shield for a little bit. Nah, not really. Not holding shield for longer. And then Ally, how does he get this back air? Oh, okay. So again, still haven't figured out why Tweak's nairing. Because that's straight up like, I don't know, that was super preemptive and he got hit for it. But I guess it didn't really matter. Too much gets fair, dies. Okay. Whiff punish. Caught on the nice punish. Further whiff punish. Whiff punishing the living spaghetti out of Mario. Alright, and he lands again. And again, Tweak's looking for a cross-up that he's not getting. Ally just drifts all the way away, and Tweak keeps getting caught in his dash. Okay, that was an interesting nair. Okay. I guess the idea of, okay, he really hasn't played this aggressive at all, so I guess that makes sense that, like, throw it out once, that super deep nair, and then it probably leads into a bunch. Okay, I guess not. It'd be interesting that he showed this now, because I feel like you'd save this for when nair side B would work. But granted, at this spacing, you might not be able to get close enough to mine. No, I feel like you should be able to, so I don't know. Maybe just blowing his hand a little bit too early, but I don't know. Showing his hand a little too early, I guess. Shield jabs it. Jabs the defensive back air. Again, Mario disadvantage. Again, Mario just drifting all the way out, and Cloud just not doing anything about it. Huh. So this was interesting. I guess he has the frame advantage here, especially after the grab. And again, it's very unlikely that Cloud's ever going to rising up air. And this sort of like just a neutral. So I guess that makes sense. If he shields, he just crosses up and he's fine. Okay, runs past the first full hop. Ally having trouble calling out these full hops, I guess. And then after the first one works, he mispaces it, he just goes for another. This time double jumps and we're punishing him for it. I don't know. Okay. There he finally gets his grab bait with the run-up shield and roll back. He punishes, doesn't convert. Oh, I guess he gets out of the situation. Can't really follow that up. Again, the retreating fair, strong optional kill. The spacing Mario can't exactly get the downer he wants. Okay, no, yeah, with that drift, he's not going to get the downer he wants, so that makes sense. Although now he's in a corner again. Again, I'm not sure if Ally has really figured out the corner. I haven't really been paying attention to that. Dash up gets the shield bait he's looking for. I mean, the grab bait, but this is a different situation. Okay, that's just a whiff punish. That's just whiff punish stuff. I guess he knew Ally. I mean, he assumed Tweak wasn't ready for the up smash, so he just spot dodged afterwards because Tweak tries to punish because it's typically unsafe if you're really unsafe if you're ready for it. And then Flood. Again, you can't really follow up on that pressure, and then just straight up, okay, calls him out on the dash dance and just intercepts him. Surprised they didn't dash back. I guess he's been called out with a down air before, and like he's scared he might get called out with a back air this time for continuing to dash dance. So Mario just gets down throw and then up B. And then there, okay, that's another good point about back air, is that also you can get it to beat out the rising up air. Alright. So I guess the difference there was Tweak didn't really convert too well. I don't really know if it has too much to do with Ally's neutral, though. I mean, what we did see... What did we learn? We saw that Ally didn't seem to have the easiest time calling out Cloud's jumps when he had limit, but I don't know if that's really too relevant. Oh yeah, Ally's starting to get Cloud to grab, which netted him quite a bit of damage that last stock. So that's another thing. So he might start running up and shield. I guess either he just keeps doing it until Tweak notices it, which, okay, we've been assuming these players are pretty darn aware of what's going on for the whole time. So I think what he does is then he just keeps doing it. Or no, then he starts running up and shielding again because he assumes Tweak noticed that he was getting punished for all those grabs. So anyway, start off, charge flood, pivot. How much longer is this? Oh geez, we're not even halfway done. Probably just gonna watch a little bit more now and just enjoy the set. Let me see that a little bit more. It gets called out on the... So he's definitely doing the run-up shield a lot more. I guess that conversion was he's calling out... that was interesting. He's calling out... That's the one thing the run-up shield does do is the super deep run-up shield does call out Cloud on his like in-place aerials. What were we looking for? Okay, that back air. After he just called him out for a super deep in-place aerial, I guess he's hoping he doesn't do an in-place aerial and tries to cross up Mario as he runs into shield, or like does like one of those full hop nairs. Doesn't work out though. This is a similar situation to last time though, where like it didn't really cover too well. Okay, I mean it's a little bit closer now, and Tweak stays in place. So like, if Tweak drifted a little forward, the backer would have connected. Falls in with a nair there. That's cool. Boom. That's flood. Right at the ledge. Hold jab, the best ledge trap, literally unbeatable. That used to be my go-to ledge trap, and then I played a Ryu once. They neutral get up short, and I'm like, oh, that's why everyone doesn't do this. Is that a spot dodge? Yeah, so this time again calling out a spot dodge. Ally's spot dodge is getting him hit 2 out of 3 times so far. Okay, that Nair looks like could have converted maybe. Oh, I guess not. Okay, anyway. Punishes landing with an air dodge. Oh, that was a nice fast fall. Surprised he didn't just meet it with an up air. I guess he was hoping he could have side beat and killed. The platform returns in neutral state. Again, going for the fair. See if you can figure out the shield deal a bit more. Mario gets the perfect shield though and punches off the end up smash. So again, I guess Tweak still doesn't have Ally's whole run up shield figured out. He doesn't. I guess okay. What's the problem? He doesn't have a way to beat run up shield without grab. Because, okay, his method for exchanging neutral with it requires giving up stage or full hopping over Mario, which gets him back in some situations. What else can he do versus shield? Probably jab and mix up with that. Probably try doing that more. We can see if that happens, or just up airing. Well, short hopping in place really, again, doesn't really. If Mario gets close enough. I guess Cloud can't really contest shield unless he goes for the grabs or he gives up stage. And right now, Ally's doing a very good job mixing up when he shields and when he doesn't, and calling out calling out Tweak for his grabs. I guess one thing that Tweak could adjust is better capitalizing on the fact that Ally isn't holding shield for a very long time. So like he runs up to Ally holding shield and then like throws out an attack or like overshoots an attack to reroll or something, or just like waits and reacts, whatever Mario does. Because Ally hasn't shown any signs of just staying in shield so far. It's pretty much only shielding like for like if it's on the ground, it's just for a really short time, or if it's in the air, it's just until Cloud lands. Interesting choice not to grab there. I guess he's yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. He's been punished for the spot dodges already, so the idea is if he grabs right here and Clyde short hops, he gets up aired. Interesting down air. I guess yeah, that down air covers a lot. That's smart. I guess what Tweak's hoping here is Mario overextends and shield. Actually, no. I think that's just, again, just because it's safe. The dash back. That was interesting. I guess he tried to do it again, but he flubbed, maybe. Or he tried to pivot grabbing. Yeah, I don't know. Then he would have done the turnaround. I don't know. Looks like it looked most like a flub there. Ooh, nice fair. Runs away, gives up all that stage. And how did he get back aired? Oh, he tries to roll in. Okay, that's interesting. Because, like, he hasn't done that at all this set, and he just does it once. Well, no, okay, he's rolled before, so maybe that's somewhat similar to those situations. It's really, Jesus, that was, oh my, okay, that was good. Okay, ledge jumps from the platform, doesn't get up aired because Cloud's falling. Granted, I feel like Cloud in this situation falls on an up air, and he's fine and covers that. But he jumps to the platform, is fine, then jumps back on with a perfectly nice air dodge, and then auto cancel, dashes back, and then just whiff punishes the spot dodge. That was sick. Oh, doesn't position himself properly, goes to the double jump up air, gets up air. Alright. Continuing. Uh-oh. That's like the first dash attack we've seen in this game. Granted, okay, this might be somewhat Tweak trying to overcompensate for the fact that he's been letting Ally land so much, and like in the situation where you can't really get to Ally in time with like after the up tilt, after you just got stuck in the up tilt lag, then I feel like yeah, that's a case in the overextension. But I could see where the idea comes from, maybe. Nice cross up. This time Ally adapts, doesn't fall. And I think that seems to be most of it. Just Ally's just adapting really quickly, and that's like probably why people say he's got really good fundamentals. Goes up for the dash grab. Huh. Has Tweak really been shielding much? I guess based off last situation, maybe when he got right next to him, but I feel like Tweak hasn't been shielding too much. It's like that grab is a hard read. At this level of play, grab is a hard commitment. You got that one. Oh, spot dodge. Let's see what happened next. This situation, he gets another grab. Maybe he's just got it so much that it's become like a habit, an unconscious habit. I don't know what else this grab does, because like Cloud's most likely like look in this situation, Cloud like lands with an aerial. He double jumps, both of which lose to grab. I mean, beat grab. He lands and like rolls like, and he has a lot pretty big. I don't know what that grab accomplishes. Oh, maybe okay. Maybe it was a bait on Tweak's part. Tweak landed in front of him. Which player? I saw that just a moment. Tweak landed right on top of him, and I guess does he spot dodge here? No, he jumps. Okay, but that works essentially the same. It's effectively the same as spot dodge in this situation. Tweak lands right in front of him, and I think with Ally running in here, he's hoping to perfect shield an aerial or something. Because again, up air or he doesn't even need a perfect shield because like okay, up air in this situation isn't safe if Mario can shield grab it. So I guess that's what he's looking for. And then Tweak just lands empty, doesn't give him the hit lag on shield, the shield hit lag, which would give him time to react and grab. So like Ally just like so Ally ends up mistiming the grab, he short hops and then gets the punish off of it. So I don't know, that might have been the situation there why that grab worked out. Anyway, curious which player do you consider more optimal? I don't know. I don't even know what optimal is. Well, like, okay, I know what it means, but like I can't really say because I don't know what optimal means. I mean, it depends on like in the situation who's punishing better. Neither really. I mean, as we saw from last game, Tweak's giving up a lot of juggles, and then Ally has been mistiming a lot of callouts. So I don't think like in terms of punish game, neither player is. Ally's probably been winning neutral more consistently, but Cloud's punish game is just better. So it hasn't really mattered. So I mean, at this point in the set, I mean, we know who's winning. Right now, it's, for the most part, Ally. Not only is he up in percent, again, there's the situation about shield and grab, and he's winning that mix-up versus Cloud. And at the moment, it doesn't seem like Cloud, like, I don't know. I don't know what Cloud can do to beat that shield without straight up giving up stage. Probably what it would involve would be some elaborate conditioning, using a stage to take that time to condition Ally to do something and then capitalizing. But yeah, I don't. That's a very general question, and so like I can't really give you an answer to that. But thanks for asking. Why do you want to know? What you after? Okay, anyway. I have a nice grab bait, up airs. So I guess yeah, that's another thing. If your opponent's grab happy on punishing your landing areas, just land and then double jump again apparently works pretty well. In terms of baits. In terms of baits, Ally's definitely winning in this situation. But I don't know how much it is optimizing as because like I feel like the decisions like both players are making a lot of good decisions for the most part, as I pointed out in a lot of situations. But so I don't really think it's optimal as in terms of like making some like tweaking decisions to make them work. It's just that I think Ally's just mix-up game is better in this situation. And you can't really optimize your mix-up game. You can only just practice it to get it better. There's no peak mix-up game. There's just a better mix-up game than your opponent. Something I need to improve on, honestly, in terms of baits. Or just words, yeah. But no, you explained yourself, so it worked out. I need to improve on personally. What exactly about baits do you think you need to improve on? Because like an explanation of why you think that would be helpful. Okay, anyway. Yeah, that short hop bait is a nice thing to remember when baiting out like grabs to punish with aerials on shield, but okay. So we get up airs again, he lands. I've been doing a good job doing that this game. Is that a whiff punish? Okay, yeah. This was a greedy grab from Ally, I think. Okay, no, he rolls. It's not entirely, because he does overshoot the grab a little bit, but not enough. Ally off on his reaction there. But again, Tweak really isn't getting the hang of these of the shield. So now he's trying to okay with this Nair, which is interesting. Jumping out of range where Mario's not going to be able to punish him, and then he falls to the safe Nair shield. Doesn't really give him much space. I don't know how I played a pretty. I don't know. I played a pretty good player the other day. He said I don't bait near enough near ledge. I agree. I haven't. I agree, but haven't fixed yet. Baiting at ledge is another very like abstract term. Like again, I don't really know entirely what that means because like when you're trying to ledge trap people, you're trying to cover options because your opponent doesn't have very many. And so like what character you play would be helpful, but like I guess one way in terms of baiting is if you've introduced your opponent to multiple ledge traps that you have, but they have different positioning. Corn. If you've introduced your opponent to like two different ledge traps that have two different positionings and both have like one specific counter, like I play Fox. So with Fox, for example, maybe I run to, like I've introduced my opponent knows about F smash to cover a lot of options. Of course, F smash doesn't cover roll. So like I position myself to go for the F smash. I mean that's a very like simple bait. Like if I'm doing like if I've been doing another ledge trap that involves entirely different positioning, and every time in that position I F smash, and then I run to that position when they're at the ledge and they roll and I just turn around and up smash or something. I don't know with Corn. Corn's got some pretty good ledge traps with pin, right? I think one thing that's really good with Corn is a ledge trump. Ledge trump is really strong against a lot of characters, especially with Corn's like frame. What's Corn's pin? Aerial Dragon Lunge. Okay, that's Aerial's frame 10, so that's not going to be guaranteed, but... I don't know. What he might mean by that you need a bait for more is that you're committing too soon. Because I could imagine with Corn and Pin at the ledge, setting it up in the wrong position, or like just in general setting it up too soon, gives you giving your opponent enough time to react to the exact situation and figure out the one thing that gets through. That might be what he means, is that you're just pinning too much at the ledge. I mean, I don't have any footage, so I'm trying to make my best guesses here, but worst case scenario, Corn's a very hard, difficult character to like get through. So if you feel like you're getting hit, because like maybe, I don't know, if the problem is that you're overcommitting at the ledge a lot, it doesn't matter what situation it is, the easy fix is just stop committing at the ledge and like maybe give your opponent neutral get up or jump for free. But Corn is very good at covering landings and very good at holding a position. So even if you do give your opponent the chance to neutral get it back on stage, you still have them cornered and they still have to get through your sword and your pin and everything. So you still have a very good situation. If you play that situation better, then for the most part, if you don't have a plan at the moment, then just play the position that you work better. Like for example, in Indiana, so me and Morty are the two best Foxes, and in terms of ledge play, I personally I feel like for the most part I have like in terms of like only ledge trapping and like ignoring like corner pressure and everything. In terms of ledge trapping, I feel like for the most part I have better plans and execute that better for the most part in terms of covering options. But Morty is very good at dealing with an opponent in the corner, so like he really doesn't need it. It doesn't benefit his game too much because for the most part all he does is just like, okay, I'm gonna stand here, cover roll. You can jump, but I'm Fox, and you don't want to land on me. You get neutral get up for somewhat free, but then you're in the corner, and now I'm going to jab your shield and read your roll and up smash you. So I guess that's an example there. Just plan. So you might be what the person who told you need to bait more might be saying that you just commit too much, and then so in response to that is just plan out your ledge traps very specifically, figure out what options they cover, what options they don't cover, and then B is if like recognize whether the ledge traps aren't working. so you can do that yourself and don't need like someone to tell you. And then once you recognize that, just play to the position that like maybe give up one good position so that you can play in the position you're stronger in. Anyway, that aside, hopefully finishing the set sometime. Oh god, it's 8:50. I want to go to bed at 9 today. I'm sleep deprived. Not really, but like I was last week. Anyway, continuing. So again, we have these nairs that he's trying to do to somewhat safely poke shield. And I guess that's a smart idea too, because Ally last game again showed that he couldn't really deal. He didn't really have an idea of how to deal with the drift like Cloud has. But of course, I guess one thing to note here is because, well, I guess Ally is still okay. It's a new idea. Tweak testing, so it gives Ally more time to adapt to how Tweak when Tweak full hops and drifts around to limit Cloud. But it's also a new idea, so I guess it's really just ideal for both ends. Again, misses those back airs. That's interesting. Ally actually held shield for once. Okay, ooh. Surprised he didn't die there. Ooh. Calm down. Okay, that was good. Nice power shield, and just keeps running grabs. Doesn't work out, though. Again, but I think, especially that grab now gives it the information. He's playing a lot, Tweak's playing a lot more grounded because he knows what, he knows now that Ally someone has the timing on the punishing the nairs, maybe? Surprised he doesn't just cross slash here. So if cross slash comes out fast in the dash attack. So I might have caught him before he attacked. Interesting fireball. Probably a, I don't know what it would be with. Maybe a whiff side B. Or maybe just a flood. He lands. Back air goes unpunished. Nair's off stage. Oh, that was a good call out. And then that was crazy. Like that air dodge was just spaced so well that he couldn't like up air to punish it, and then just immediately lands with the up air. I mean, he probably could have, but like maybe he was scared of an aerial, and then he's like, "Oh crap! I moved myself right next to Mario in the air, where his frame data is better than mine, and actually reaches me." And then he just panicked, because like I feel like you can react an up air to that, or maybe you can't. He might have been invincible for a lot of that time. Invincible, blinking, now he stops blinking and starts going for that up air. Yeah, I guess Cloud didn't have the... Did he fast fall? Yeah, he fast fall. So if he didn't fast fall, he might have had the time to get out and up air in time. But maybe he was trying to land... Well, did he land with lag? Okay, no, the up airs are straight. Okay, he might have been trying to like land it up tilt. But I think had he not fast fall and just thrown out the up air, probably would have got him. Or he could have just cross slashed, I guess. Once he saw the air dodge, yeah. Once you see this air dodge, you just start cross slashing, I feel like. I don't know. Might have noticed something I'm not paying attention to. And then back to neutral. Again, Mario with his pivots. Shield. I feel like we're going to see a grab. Yeah, okay, there's a grab. And he just intercepts him with the dash. And okay, doesn't kill. Has him on ledge though. Again, returning neutral, goes for another grab. Shield's getting low, so that's one thing Tweak has going here. Is he doesn't really need to grab, but Smash 4 shields recharge super fast. Okay. Okay. This makes sense because Tweak like dashed in the last few times, but doesn't end up working out. Mario gets away, tries to F smash, gets down tilted. Oh geez. This is good on again, just Ally's mix-up game being better. He dashes it like towards him like 5 times, and then the one time when Cloud, or maybe I guess Cloud wasn't. No, Cloud was dash dancing around, so this was somewhat obvious by the fact that he ran this far. Because I think normal like for the most part, Tweak has been dash dancing, and if he has been grabbed, it's been like at the very end of his dash. So I guess that makes sense that Ally just like, I don't know, it was a poorly masked approach from Tweak's part, and Ally just reacted and jumped away. F smash gets down tilted. Again, back to the situation, cutting it very close to these fairs and just Yeah, I guess Tweak just panicked there, threw out that F-Tiller, got shielded, and then just held shield right in front of Mario's face. Oh wow, okay. That's good recovery. And punishes the air dodge. This is it. Ooh. Wow. Got him. Dude, running towards Cloud is so scary. Just in general. Because, like, in this situation right here, I think the intention... Okay, no. He caught him on the turnaround. He figured it out. He's like, no, I got the spacing. Well, actually, no. This back air wasn't safe on shield had he just run up and shielded. Because he had enough time to do it. But running up against Cloud is so scary because, like, if you miss space it, you get caught and you're dashing, you can't shield in time, and he just back airs you. But this is a different situation. You just called out the pivot. Guess, well, let's see. One. Okay, so he did it once, and he's like, alright, he's probably going to do it again. And that back air probably doesn't lose to shield. So I don't know. That was just a nice call out. You're welcome, Tatsumi. Bye, Pace. Have fun with Marvel. Alright, we're going to try and crunch through these last two games real quickly. What happened? How did Ally end up losing that? Because he was winning. Just watch through this whole thing again. Oh, jeez. Okay, so here's up air. Cloud's good. Basic grab and punishes. Trades. Catches the dash. It might have been that Ally was just playing too aggressive in this at the end here. I don't know. Or he just didn't shield enough anymore. Because Cloud, I mean, Tweak stopped going for grabs. That up air was so good. Well, not like really good, but it was just a good read. Because now he starts shielding it, but he's also doing a lot of dashing. That was a good up smash. And I guess it's just also the fact that Cloud has ways to kill much easier than Mario does. Oh, okay. One thing Ally sort of stopped doing at the end of here is going for his call-out aerials. I don't know why that would have lost him it, but okay, Cloud has very strong aerials, so I mean very good aerials. So letting him jump around a lot naturally just leads to you losing for the most part, I think. So maybe that's why. He was looking too much for the grab or the up smash, I think. Well, actually, he wasn't really looking for the up smash too much. He was just, I don't know, he was looking for the. I think he was fishing for too many grabs, and so Pace just recognized and started. I mean, not Pace. Tweak just recognized and started jumping all over the place. That's probably why. Dude, I love Ally's thinking face as he moves his mustache around, his beard around. Okay. Game 4. How long do we have left on this? Oh, geez. That's quite a bit. I'm going to get some water real quick, and then we can cruise through the last two games. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Oh geez, I thought I was trying to adopt a practice a faster style, but it got slower anyway. It's okay, I need practice. Anyway, game 4. Here we go. Charging stuff. I'll try and keep my hands off the keyboard, I guess, and just pay more attention. Okay, now, yeah, okay, immediately we see 3 down airs. Okay, so I guess, yeah, that was the problem from last game at the very end. He just kept letting him jump. That could have been a very good edge guard. Keeps going, up tilt. Okay, here we go. Going towards center stage, smart choice. That was a good back air. Huh. The power shield is that way? Okay, that might have been why. See, I feel like, I don't know. This situation, right, like, here's, okay, now like, we're both jumping, and like, Mario drifted all the way in and back air, maybe not. Like, I feel like, because Mario falls so slow, he might have been able to capitalize, but he got punished for the last dash attack he went for. So I probably didn't want to go for it in this situation. Makes sense. Yeah. Ali's just going ham with the aerials here. He's just like, I don't know why I lost last game. I need to convince you that jumping is a bad idea again. Because that's why the shield him. That's why Ally being up in the, like, being at the advantage in the run-up shield mix-up is so good. Because the only way, like, Tweek can safely deal with it without grabbing, which he hasn't really been able to successfully do this game, is to short hop aerial. And if Ally is also calling out Tweek's aerials, then there's very little Tweek can. If Ally is also calling out Tweek's short hops, there's very little left that Tweek can actually do. So that's why like last game especially, like his shielding is good, but like calling out the aerials is an integral part of that. Just again, especially because Tweek got away with quite a few fairs last game, and fair is has a very long startup, so that's like a sign that like he's getting away with it a lot. I'm pretty sure there were like 3 safe fairs last game, and that's sort of a surefire sign that Ally isn't really covering Schwab too well. Oh, it was almost nice. Ledge Trump. Oh, it doesn't get the up smash on that. Ledge Trump is good though. People don't know how to deal with it anymore, at least in my scene. How does he get that grab? I just whiff punish. Alright, back to the ground game again. Is that whiff punish? Yeah, okay. Let me get that instead of, oh yeah, I pivot again. So again, Ally's ground game is stronger and he's just calling out the jump, so there's so little left Tweek can do. Unless Tweek figures out some way to adapt, I wouldn't be surprised if these next 2 games are just really convincing. I guess the one difference is that Tweek has the advantage at super high kill percents because Cloud is just scarier to deal with, and you don't want to jump versus Cloud when you're at kill percent, because then you straight up lose to cross slash because you can't air dodge through it. Okay, calls out up air. So if Tweek can get it to an end game, he probably wins for the most part, to a last stock last hit situation. But Ally's gonna be winning for for a large majority of the rest of it. So we'll see. Again, going for more aerials. Tweek shielding again a bit more, maybe. No, never mind. Okay, gets called out for a spot dodge again. Oh shoot! All these rolls. Tries to intercept the down. It doesn't really work. With punish grab. Wait, how did I grab? Oh, just held shield. Huh. Okay. Well, no, that's the sort of thing. Ally's expecting aerials on shield. We've seen that before. Surprised because he might have missed a point where he got called out for not expecting aerial on shield. Yeah, we might have missed a part where that happened. Because I feel like Ally would have picked up on that. That Tweek knew that Ally was always holding shield until he landed. Okay. Ledge play. I feel like he got caught in his dash or something there. Messed up the pivot and then lets him back down for free. Down throw up tilts. Here we go. Is this it? This is Ally. No, he's fine. And then gets called on his jump on the ledge. Gets back there. Where did all the damage come from? Nair, okay, up air, that's already a crap ton. Then he gets a grab. Okay. So that's one thing. If he can manage to get a grab safely in, it seems to be that Tweak's like, okay, I know Ally's trying to shield until I land. So even though he is calling me out on these jumps, if he doesn't call me out of these on these jumps, I can tomahawk him pretty freely. I think is the idea. Yeah, and then he gets called out with backer. Again, that same thing there, trying to catch the double jump, but now he's in a landing situation. Gets back to the ground, calls out the jump with the back air, and that pretty well goes into grab. You're not ready to immediately roll. That was nice. Oh, geez. Okay. Wow. Ally's really good at juggling Cloud. Or it might have been that he figured out something about Tweak's drift from last game where he was using it a lot. Oh, and... okay. Sure. That was scary. That was... okay, yeah. That's all the panic right now, and then gets... okay. Goes for the hard read there with the up smash, which probably would have killed. I don't know. I feel like this is just a bunch of panic. This is good on Tweak's part for the most part for keeping this going. That LP was smart. So that's the only way he could have reached in. That down air covered like everything drifting in. Ally for some reason really wants to drift in right now, but it doesn't quite capitalize properly. Like, okay, I think the idea is Ally was drifting in the whole time here, and so Tweak expected like, okay, Ally's not going to keep drifting in because like it's stupid he's getting hit so much, and then Ally like actually just kept drifting in, and then so even there the air dodge really didn't really work. Well, actually, it's more so he just didn't air dodge because he got called out for it multiple times. So I guess that makes more sense. Anyway, game 4 goes to Ally. Is this game 5? Yeah, this is game 5. Okay, so Ally. Oh, yeah, Tweak won game 3. Alright, last game. We're going to get this done. I'm actually pretty happy with how this analysis turned out for the most part, even though, I don't know, less analyzing people's actual sets and better. Also, Tatsumi, where are you from? Are you like an indie person that I don't know, or are you just someone just passing by? So I'm curious. Because for the most part, if you've never been on the watch the stream before, for the most part, I go over like lower like people in indies like around my skill level. I go over their sets. You've played me before? Thanks. What's your tag? Is it Tatsumi? It sounds like now that I think about it, it sounds somewhat familiar, but it might just be because I'm thinking about it. Oh, it's Moomy. Wait, were you the guy from DreamHack? Yo, were you the guy from DreamHack? Let's go. Or no, Momi was the guy from DreamHack, maybe. I don't know. Were you at DreamHack, Atlanta? You don't think so? Okay. I mean, kind of. That name sounds familiar. I don't remember where he played, but the name definitely sounds familiar. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Yeah, but you definitely should think about the game if you want to get better, because everyone, like, okay, everyone can play a lot, and anyone can think about the game. The trick is to do both efficiently. Play while thinking about the game, and practice playing while, like, you spend a lot of time thinking. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go Sunday, because I'm going to Showdown. I've, like, for the most part recently, I've been going to a lot more out-of-state events. Sorry. Did we play it? No, it wasn't Outfoxed. Final Fantasy. Ah, sorry. No, I played another guy who had a tag starting with M Outfoxed again. Wait, did you used to play Pikachu? What was that another guy? Oh yeah, okay. I think I somewhat remember. I like have a faint. I can't entirely picture your face, but I think I somewhat remember. Okay, good to see you, dude. Anyway, game 5. Let's get this done. I want to be up till 10. I wanted to go to bed early today. All right. So throwing out the fireball. It's interesting. We haven't seen that too much anymore. Again, throwing out the downer to discourage jumps. That's another thing that happened last game. No, okay, no, he definitely did do the back air turnaround grab at one point. So he's just, again, conditioning's, hey, you can't jump. I think one thing Tweek can definitely do is play a little bit more back, but of course that gets him cornered. And I feel like at this point we haven't really been paying attention to it, but Ali's probably figured it out already. And even if he gets in that situation and he doesn't know it, once Ali figures it out, then the set's probably over. So I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't play more back. It's like I feel like if you feel like your throw-off's gonna get called out, you just dash back. Because like there's not much Mario can do about that aside from take stage. Air jab, cross slash, that was a good conversion. No, it's still going. Okay, here's definitely an example of. I don't know if this is a flubbed dash dance. I don't think so because that's not usually the part you flub. I think that was intentional, and I like it because for the most part, Tweek's just been dashing forward, dash back, dash in, and here he does a pivot, taking one out of Ali's book, and so, but it doesn't really work out because he's too far away. Okay, never mind, and then he just gets his landing caught. Again, okay, Ali adapted to the empty hops. And it's like, I'm going to run up and grab because you think you're going to tomahawk me. On the corner, runs all the way. Another roll in. I feel like Ali really has never gotten much out of his roll in, so what's the reason for this one? Dude, it's just like, I just like gasp as I see this happen where like Cloud retreats at the straw hop back air as Mario rolls in. I don't know what this roll in does. Because he's gotten punished for like his rolls most of the time. Maybe it's a conditioning trick. But I guess, I mean, if he wants him to do, I guess it conditions him to do delayed aerials, which then continues to enforce the idea that, I mean, continues to get Tweek to jump so that he can keep getting his down airs and his back airs and stuff. So maybe it's like just one worth it hit to take. Or maybe he's just trying to roll more, but he miscalculated the spacing and got hit. Again, reads a dat. No, okay, this grab doesn't make much sense because I feel like Cloud in this situation, like, Tweek for the most part dashes back, but I might have missed something. Ooh, nice call out. Maybe Tweek is playing much more with just retreating back airs because it seems like, or last game it definitely seemed like Tweek. I mean, for the most part, Ali called out the short hops at the beginning of the game, then calmed down in that department a little, and so maybe in this game Tweek's like, okay, I'm gonna get hit by it a lot at the beginning, but I'm just gonna keep doing it, and then Ali's gonna eventually stop because he thinks I'm gonna notice, and so that's why he's jumping a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ali, considering he wins the set, starts jumping and downering a lot again. Up smash misses. Ooh, bad dash attack. Or unfortunate. I don't know. Might even miss. Okay, I mean, he had the roll read, but couldn't make it in time. No double jump, but he makes it back. Ooh, again. Ali spot dodges. They never work. Granted, you're not going to grab in this situation because that's going to get you up aired anyway. I feel like now you just roll, because now is the part where, like, if he wants to get it, he sort of has to hard read and react to it. But anyway, he gets grabbed, thrown off stage. One thing that's interesting that Mario's do, like in this situation out here, why does he cape? Why doesn't he just immediately up B? And I guess the idea is to bait Cloud to dashing in, and then he grabs ledge, so then Cloud, right when he grabs ledge, Cloud has to retreat. Or Cloud feels inclined, like, Tweek feels inclined to retreat. And so then this lets Ally back on stage for somewhat free, although he did have to come in there with a pretty nifty air dodge. Back throw. Is that it? Okay, no, double jump still. Oh, nice. That was really good on Tweek's part. That's one thing I love about Tweek's Cloud. Tweek is so... Watching Tweek when he's in a disadvantage is so fun, because, like, A, he finds, like, wacky kills out of it. B, he, like, makes it back to stage when you, like, expect him not to. I don't know. That's, like, my favorite part about Cloud's Tweek. I mean, Tweek's Cloud. Is that shield drop? Your shield drops? No, that wasn't. Oh, I'm sad. Shield drops are busted. Up B doesn't quite kill. I don't know if that ever kills. Probably not, but like the extra time to plan the ledge trap or landing coverage is probably useful. Alright, back neutral. Looking for the roll in. Doesn't really get it. Then whiff punishes an aerial. Oh, that's another thing you can do out of pivot. Okay, today I learned. Is he dead? No, he's living. Air dodges nicely. Loses his limit because he has to grapple edge. Catches his empty hop with a grab. And kills him for it. Well, okay. I guess for the most part, yeah, most people DI, just instinctively DI towards Cloud when he grabs them just because they don't want to get down throw back aired. Good DI mix up. I love short, like, super deep. Like, granted, this situation is a bit different because he had the invincibility, so he could have gone for it. But, like, especially with Fox, when you notice your opponent's jumping a lot, you just run all the way and you're just, like, short hop up air, but, like, right on top of him, and it works out. It's just, I love seeing it happen. It's just so satisfying to watch. Because it's such an overextension, like, by normal standards. Okay, tries to call it the jump there, but it's a little bit late with the down air. Good on Tweek to full hop this time. That's a key difference. So that he doesn't, like, even if he is, because, like, if he short hopped, even if Ally was late, Ally would have won, but because he full hopped, it worked out. So that's a good adaptation, especially with the platforms there. If Ally didn't jump, he could just react and retreat to the platforms. Good awareness by Tweek then. Nice. Baits him into trying to punish and then jabs him. Ally gets caught in his shield there, so he's a little bit late. Tries pivot grab and landing. Spot dodge again. Ally, your spot dodges aren't working. Why are you doing them? What am I missing? That's unfortunate. Yo, wait, no, that wasn't a shield drop. I just dropped through up air. I like that. Clean. Oh, that narrow was pretty. Okay. It's looking bad for Ally. Back to the ground now. Let's go. Big boy neutral. Down throw. Down air. I mean, up throw, down air. Okay, here we go. Continue the juggle. Ooh. That was a nice up tilt. It's like, oh, granted, that nair was a little bit sus because he was fast falling with that nair. So, like, I don't know if this would have actually, like, come out to anywhere remotely relevant. Maybe. I don't know. That up tilt, that nair was a little bit sus, but that up tilt was nice. And then here we go, and now it's evened up. Wow, what a busted character. He grabbed him at 14 and evened it up. Some nice call out there. I guess. One thing Tweek really hasn't been doing for the majority of the set is downing at really high heights. Like, I mean, granted, for the most part, you shouldn't do that. But, like, if your opponent's going to come out and meet you in the air, down air, like, is really good. But, of course, if your opponent just waits, they can react and punish. But I guess that's the one thing Ally's capitalizing on is he's not doing that. But that's the thing. Even though Cloud does have a down air, it's important to remember that down air comes out frame 11 and is out for a super long time. So it's a commitment. So for the most part, when you're juggling Cloud, even though down air is a thing, if you can get right below Cloud, he doesn't have the easiest time landing. Boom. Okay. Ooh. Is that it? Okay. Ledge trump back air. There we go. Cloud's busted. How did he make that back? That probably was like combination of godlike DI. As well as how. Jeez. I mean, Mario's back air isn't that strong, but still, it's Cloud. How did he make this back? Why? What does Tweek know that we know? But of course, then he gets down smashed. What happened? Okay, so it was really just that one big conversion here from Ally that really brought that whole set back. Wow. That's impressive. Oh, No, it was that grab. That grab straight away. No, that grab straight up led to death. Please. Wait, no. Okay, no, because he does this, and then there's okay, up B, and then we return to neutral state, and then okay, 2 grabs. Cloud was at 14, and then 2 grabs, and he died. That's ridiculous. Mario's busted. So is Cloud, but Mario's busted. Okay. Oh, that was cool. That was a nice comeback. Yeah, understandable that like Tweak would be frustrated. Yeah. Okay. So I guess the main thing we learn. I guess I don't know if. Well, yeah. For the most part, really strong things to do in neutral is A, be able to, the moment your opponent shows you something, the next time you're in the situation, provide them with the answer. And then I think that's the main focus for pretty much anyone, like, even at, like, I don't know about, like, top indie PR, but, like, anyone below, like, top 3, I feel like that's a lot. Like, that can help a lot. I don't know about, well, okay. I'm not going to say, like, for anyone above me, but at my level and below, that probably helps a lot. Just being able to recognize exactly what your opponent does in a situation, and like immediately the next time you're in that situation, have the proper answer for it. And I think yeah, and then just recognize what your opponent's doing. But I don't know if that was. Oh well, yeah. I mean, that's probably the most important part in neutral, just be able to recognize what your opponent's doing. But yeah, it was a fun set to analyze. I might do this again with top layer low sets. I know Jake wanted me to analyze Larry Lur versus Raito. So I might get to that sometime, but hopefully next time I'll probably do another submission analysis of someone's like actual set. I just sort of did this one because I wanted to take a moment to see if I could figure something out about neutral. Not sure if we figured out too much, but I don't know. It's interesting. I've never really taken too much of an in-depth look at his Ally, and seems like he's pretty darn good at mix-ups. Which, yeah. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Moomy. Thanks, Pace, although you're probably not here anymore. Oh, apparently he is. Okay, no. Alright. See ya.